There we go.
This is you're listening to the Daybreakers. This is a bi-weekly Blades in the Dark live play.
Is it really bi-weekly? It's just kind of like when everybody manages to get together, and also shit's busy, because shit gets busy. But anyway, this is session. This is what, session 3 that we're actually broadcasting.
Yeah, because the prologue was the first session when we made them in Rapid, which was fucking awesome. Hey, let's play this. Oh my god, this is awesome. We have to play this more.
That's right. That's right. And you know, fortunately for us, the DM for D&D is getting married and doesn't have time for shit right now.
Yeah.
All right. So, Haley, you weren't here last time we played.
That is correct.
Sam and Matt both were, but Neil was also here, and he's not this time. So we are in a situation where everything is 100% clear, and everybody knows what's going on right now, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure that we were all on the same page.
Who am I?
We're in a page, that's for sure.
That is the existential question for the ages, Haley. Who am I? Who am I really? That's why we play these games.
Yeah.
We don't know. All right.
Maybe we don't want to.
So when we left off, you guys had been tracking down some mysterious letters that were being sent out from Lord Scurlock's manor in the Six Towers district to a whole bunch of people who apparently have gone like weird and crazy because they've just been like taking shit, like just random like bits and pieces and debris and stuff that they find around Silkshore, where the Daybreakers have their lair, and have been taking them to this dockside warehouse for some unknown purpose.
Yes.
And when we had left off, you guys, Bat, your hound, had tracked some of the Cyphers, who were the sort of mail carriers of Dosfall, from Scurlock's manor, and you were planned on ambushing them at a choke point.
Yes.
Which you guys had successfully like followed them, but instead of one of them moving off on to your ambush site, two of them had gone. So you have to deal with this extra slight complication. I did realize one thing before we get too far. We had forgotten to do experience at the end of last session.
We did.
Well, weren't we basically in the middle of a thing, and we?
Yeah, except that it's kind of one of those things, like you should always do it at the end of the session, even if you close like in a weird spot. Just because it breaks the flow if you don't.
Gotcha.
And Neil's not here, and Haley was not here last time.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't we just kind of, in order to speed things along, Haley, if you want to take 2 XP, and we'll treat you as having.
Okay.
Actually, we'll do it this way. Before we go, did you had you needed to clear any stress, or is your character stress-free.
Not stressful. No.
Did you want to clear stress?
Sure.
Okay. So go ahead and I think there's a button on your character sheet that does indulge your vice.
Yeah.
And we'll go ahead and click that, and we'll just kind of breeze past that because everybody. Cool. So you clear 5 stress.
Sweet. Yay, I only have 2 stress now.
Nice. And then feel free to treat your second downtime action that we missed as training.
Okay.
Which basically means you just get a free XP to stick wherever you want, either in the playbook XP or in one of the attribute categories.
Mm-hmm.
It's up to you which one you want to do. And before we move on to actual play, we'll go ahead and do Farshid and Sharky, since they were actually here. Even though it's been 2 weeks, we can kind of breeze through this bit. Farshid, Sam, you're kind of closest in my line.
Okay.
So why don't we go through your questions?
So, with keep this in mind. My recollection of the session 2 weeks ago, little fuzzy. I remember being clandestine and secretive.
Yes, you were
But I don't-
clandestine and secretive.
But I don't know that I did it more than once. Is that fair to state, or would someone challenge me on that?
No, I think that's totally fair. That you, I would say you did it at least once.
Okay, so I think that's 1 XP for addressing a challenge with calculation or conspiracy.
Okay.
My beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. I think I tried to push my beliefs in that I indulged my vice twice to try and push towards reconciliation of this conflict that Farshid has between the Shrouded Sun and the Forgotten Gods.
Yes.
We're trying to reconcile that schism.
Yep.
There. And then I struggled with issues from my vice or traumas during the session. I did not do that. So I think 2 XP for Farshid is all I get.
Okay, that sounds fair.
And I don't think I rolled any desperate actions.
I don't think anybody rolled any desperate actions last session. Cool, that sounds right. Sharky? How did Sharky do?
I'm looking. I can only really see one that
Okay.
I did. You addressed a challenge with violence or coercion.
Fuck yeah, you
Yeah,
did. You
yeah.
cleared all of our shit. Oh my god. All of our heat is gone because you punched a bunch of people.
That's right, you punched your heat down.
You were the best at punching.
Sharky, heat puncher.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I punch you till you relax.
That's right. So what you're saying is you're a masseuse.
Yes.
Sharky the masseuse. Cool. Well, that takes care of that. I promise that next time we do that, we'll put a little more thought into it. But for now, I think that's totally okay, and we're at a place that we can kind of move on with what we're doing. So you now, I should probably before I get too far into this, actually open up the frickin' game PDF so that I can reference it if I need to. So you guys are in the Six Towers district,
Mhm.
which you have been to several times, but rarely in anywhere near Lord Scurlock's manor because it's scary.
Fuck that place, man. Fuck that guy. Fuck everything he's involved with. I do not like it.
Do not like it, Sam. I am.
I do not like. I don't have a rhyme scheme for vampire bullshit.
Nice. Six Towers like used to be like the old like home of like where all the nobles would build their manors and shit. But it has long since kind of fallen into decay. There's still lots of people that live here, obviously, because Dock's Fall is crowded. But you know, you're kind of in this. Were you guys like on the outskirts? Where were you guys funneling these Cyphers into?
So to be clear, we had rolled our engage.
You had rolled your engagement, yes.
So we're in the heist right now. Like we're in the shit.
You are in the shit.
And so we had set up an ambush for these couriers. And unfortunately we rolled kind of crappy, so we got 2 of them. And now the idea is, how do we confront them?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
And if I remember right, like your goal was to get a hold of the letters they're carrying, or a copy of this letter that's been going to all of these people that have been machine-like hauling trash and bits of broken machinery to around Silk Shore.
Functionally detritus.
Yes.
They seem to be in a trance, which is not creepy at all.
No,
and we also cut a deal with Celia, the information broker. And the idea is that we got the info, but there was a catch. Wasn't that we find her name gets out? That we got, or our name gets out.
Your name gets out.
Yeah. So they know we were looking.
Yeah, because you guys had because you'd taken that devil's bargain that gave you an extra point of heat.
Yeah, I took that bargain.
Yep.
Which brought us some heat. Okay. So Haley, you sneak.
Yes, I do.
You infiltrate. You burgle.
Yep, that's the thing.
What do you think about trying to get these letters off these guys? How do you think we should go about that? Because as a mastermind, like as the spider, I facilitate other people's plans.
Do we have to do our like loadout size right now?
Yeah, go ahead and choose your load, by the way.
All right. So if to pickpocket, would that be finesse rather than?
It could be, most likely. Let's see. There we go. Yes, finesse an item from someone's pocket is
Okay, that's what I figured.
is the first thing on that. Yeah. And incidentally, if you guys folks at home can't see this because I don't have it set up, but there is a clock,
Nice.
which you guys have 2 ticks in a 4 o'clock. I had originally had, like, I can't remember what I had listed that as, like Cyphers at the choke point or something.
Yeah.
But that's not really the challenge. The challenge is getting the letter. So you guys have 2 ticks on that clock filled in already.
I wonder if I could distract while Haley does her sneak thing.
So what if we distract?
Uh,
I am more than willing to help you, Sharky, in your distraction so that Kay, our lurk, can retrieve the letters in a clandestine fashion. Because if that doesn't work, you are the best at punching.
Yeah.
That is
I am
true.
not the best at punching.
Yeah, that's the thing. I can. I'll make it so they have all eyes on us while Kay does the dirty work, and hopefully that's all the dirty work that needs done.
Okay, so there's a couple of different ways that are open to you guys for doing that. All of what you guys are talking about sounds like group actions to me. I can find them.
So I would think that. So let me ask first, because I ask from a place of ignorance. When you say group actions, is that similar to a linked test in Burning Wheel, or can it be Sharky and Farshid act to advance the clock one more by thoroughly distracting the couriers, and then Kay can retrieve the letter from the courier unbeknownst to them, and which would complete the clock? Or am I too meta and need to back the hell off and let the fiction determine it?
Well, there's we can kind of come at it from either way. Like, it's totally fine to look at the mechanics first, and then sort of figure out like how to finesse the fiction around what you want to do, right? So group actions are teamwork, and there's a few different ways of doing it. If one person is helping, it's an assist, and whoever's assisting takes a stress and gives 1d to somebody else's action, right?
Okay.
But of course, you have to describe how you're doing. You can lead a group action, which is one person kind of taking point. In which case, everybody rolls, and you take the highest result of the group.
Okay.
But whoever's leading it takes 1 stress for each person that rolls a 1 to 3.
Ooh.
But everybody gets counted the same result. Let's see. And then sort of the last one that applies here is the setup action, which is where you that's more like a Burning Wheel leap test, right? You take an action to bump up the effect level of somebody else's, right?
I feel like that makes the most sense.
Yeah, and
am I alone in that, or am I?
No, it makes sense for what we were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So let's kind of set the scene here, right? So Bat, our currently absent hound, had been the one taking point, like leading, tracking these people down and kind of working to funnel them into this choke point, where are the three of you like laying in wait for them, or do you have plans for things to do along the way?
I want to stop them at the choke point.
Okay.
And I basically just pop up from behind a box and say, "Stop."
It's just like, hold it right there.
Stop in
Yeah,
the name of
you need to stop right now.
Yeah. So like you.
Haley's just soundtracking in the back.
I couldn't help it.
Nice. By the way, this sounds to me like a setup, like setup is kind of the classic. I create a distraction so that somebody else can do a thing. Like if you're stepping out there to distract them with, the implied threat of violence, you being a cutter and all.
It's not implied.
it's
heavily implied.
Oh yeah,
it's so heavily implied that it may just be like you just might be blatant about it.
Well, I prefer the term opaque. It's an opaque threat.
That's right. Yeah. So yes, you step out into this alleyway, and it's they're the two Cyphers. It's a man and a woman. The woman is kind of tall and lanky. The other is not short, but much stouter. And like looking at them, you could see that they're not pushovers.
You say chauffeurs?
I said
didn't talk
pushovers. They're definitely not chauffeurs.
We did not
Either.
set our load. We need to set our load before we frame the scene.
Yeah, go ahead and choose your load.
I was gonna go with normal.
You think normal, so we look semi-suspicious because we're packing some shit?
Oh yeah, I mean, I want them to.
I mean, is normal really that suspicious?
It's like it's if somebody looks at you, they could tell that you're I want to say they could tell that you're packing. Not that everybody's walking around with a 9mm like in a shoulder holster.
The way I think about it is, if you're going into a and correct me if I'm wrong, Sean, if you're going into a sporting event or a concert, if you're just wearing like a light coat, it's light. If you have a backpack, that's normal. You have a duffel bag, that's heavy.
I get it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'll just go light.
Okay.
I think we all have to be the same, right?
Nope.
No.
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 No. There's plenty of times when you might have like the cutter going in heavy, and like the spider or the slide having to go in to a party like light, right?
Yeah. The infiltrate.
Yeah. So you don't have to choose. Yeah, not everybody has to choose the same load. It's just that how much of an overt threat do you want to be? I don't think people, especially people who are in the underworld, will really look twice at somebody who's under normal load. They'll probably look at them once and be like, all right, these people are ready for action if they needs to be. You probably don't.
Kind of normals around here.
Yeah,
I think I'm going in normal.
Me too.
Normal, and light. Awesome.
Yep.
Yeah. So that being said, like when Sharky steps out, like these two Cyphers like look at each other, and you can see. I mean, everybody can see they're each packing a pistol.
The fuck you want?
In addition to their like satchels that have that are filled with missives. And
I would.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I would like to assist.
Okay. Well, let's get to where we've got an effect going. And when the opportunity to assist is there, you are welcome to do so. Yeah, they like when you step out, they stop and they see that you are, you're geared up for possibly a bit of mischief, and this is the kind of thing that people who carry important letters are used to. So they do stop, but they don't cower. They're not exactly sure what's going on, and they the woman kind of looks at you and she's like, "We don't want any trouble, friend. We just want to pass."
Well, you see, can't let you do that right now. For I have something you need to look at.
Yes, Freddie, you are playing into this beautifully. My web is weaved.
So I have like a little satchel at my side.
Right.
It's like a oddly shaped satchel. I pull out what, at least in the items here, scary weapon or tool. So
biggest dildo they've ever seen.
Nice. What is it you pull out?
it is, on one end is so imagine like one end is a spike and the other end is basically like almost like a tree of spikes coming out the other end, like a hammer of spikes. And so I could just like,
so neat.
I made it myself.
It's just like this like death bludgeon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm a professional at what I do, and I do see that both of you, are, I guess, packing a pistol, and rightly so, because of the nature of your job. But I would recommend against you going after them, because I will use this on one of you, and you can shoot me, but I will still use it. So,
Jesus,
man, I thought you were going for a sales pitch. No,
I know, right?
Billy Mays. I was gonna be all, but wait, there's more. God damn it.
So,
and I'm like, and you do realize, because of the shape of my hat, that I am capable of this.
Jesus Christ.
You're not making this easy to help you.
Yeah.
So you need to stop.
So, what are you trying to get them to do? Like, are you just trying to get them to like drop their, like, just hand over their shit?
There and look at my scary weapon.
Okay. It sounds like you might be commanding, but I want to make sure that that I'm not dictating what you have to roll.
That's essentially what I was going for.
Yeah. They're also they're standing kind of far back, because when somebody steps out and you have pistols, that's the range you want to stay at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good range.
I'm not gonna come rushing at them,
right?
But I'm going to be there in their way.
Yeah. To me, this sounds risky. Like, they're
done.
They've also got range on you, so I think your effect is going to be a little bit limited. Like, they are more than willing to run the fuck away if they need to.
Well, I'm going to push myself then.
So I want to help with my foresight.
Okay.
Oh, yeah?
So I think that when we were packing up this job and Sharky was like cobbling together this monstrosity of a melee mallet, I was like, huh, I know Sharky. I bet he's probably going to try and intimidate somebody with this. And so I start looking around the base, like the underground cult headquarters, for something that would make this appear more unsavory and get the point across. And so I think, well, if he's going to threaten someone with this, the idea is to look intimidating, not necessarily to be intimidating.
Okay.
And I have lost Sharky. He has gone black on my screen.
Yes, he has also gone black on my screen.
That is a total bummer. See if we can get him back. Because it doesn't have the full effect. Unless I can tell how this goes.
Alright.
Gonna reconnect. Or is Texas gonna screw us out of gaming once again?
Texas, please don't fuck us. Sorry. I'm gonna hit mine just in case.
Route.
Nope, I still see you guys.
Yeah, his router. He said his router dropped.
Oh, router dropped on him.
Which is such a bummer.
Stupid router. The internet is chumps.
The internet's for chumps.
So your insight lets him.
So
it's basically you get to help somebody without spending the stress. Yeah.
Without stress. And here's how. So in the kitchen, I'm looking at things some people were making,
Right.
and there's a sauce, and it's not a great sauce, but it's green, and it attracts flies.
Okay.
And I managed to dab little bits of it on the ends of some of the spikes on one side with some spatter effect. Like it looks like it's been crushed on something. And it's this kind of lime or mellow lime yogurt kind of green. Like, you know how yogurt mellows the colors out of anything? There's not like an extreme yogurt color.
Right. There's no extreme.
Well.
Yeah. Well, yogurt can be extreme. Look at Go-Gurt.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
But it's like it's on the it's mussed up in the middle of the spikes, and it attracts flies. So it looks like not only is this thing horrific, but it is also horribly unsanitary. And if you got hit with it, chances are good you'd get an infection, and one that would be very hard to kick. Which
So it's the Komodo dragon mace.
Yeah, it's just it's not only horrific, but this pain mace, this mallet of malice is also just fucking disgusting looking.
We got your back.
Okay,
Sharky's
so
back.
yeah, I missed a lot there. So you made my mace disgusting. Why?
Yeah, so I coated it with sauce from the kitchen because I knew you'd try and use it to be intimidating rather than actually violent. So it's actually like a mild lime, like a lime chimichurri that attracts flies really well because it's got an egg base. And so it's just disgusting.
I pull it out and I'm just like,
even you were just like, oh, Jesus, I didn't even clean this monstrosity.
It's just dripping. That is.
and then I look at that and I'm like, I'm sorry about the state of my weapon.
didn't clean it after last time.
Yeah, and this is when Ron Howard's like, he wasn't sorry.
Yep.
Nice. So Farshid is that gives you an extra die. And did you say you were pushing yourself to bump up your effect level?
Yes.
From limited to standard?
I thought that was just like a bonus die.
Well, you can. Oh, you're right. You're right. Pushing yourself does give you a bonus die. So
So
Yes.
okay, so the effect. I don't. I guess I'm not familiar.
Actually,
with
it's for a setup action. It's
standard effect.
yeah.
Okay. And so since he helped and I'm pushing myself, I get basically 2 bonus die, but because they have range, subtract 1.
No. It's the range only affected only changed your that was the thing that was reducing the effect from standard to limited. But what a setup action does is it gives the follow up action an increased effect. So Kay sneaking in to like rob them while they're not paying attention will go from standard effect to great effect.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Cool.
yeah, you're basically facilitating her being able to accomplish much more awesome things.
Okay.
Uh,
All right, here we go.
oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah. No, they like both of them. Like when you had first come out, it looked like their hands were going to their pistols, and then they see that that horrible, god awful, fucking spiky ball of death that you're holding with extra green sauce.
There's flies.
There's flies.
It's
Like
like,
who knows what you would slam that thing into? But they like their eyes just get wide and they stop. Okay.
And then and I think like as flavor, like I think I do like the idea of me just kind of gagging as I hold it.
I can't even stand my own weapon.
You're like, listen, if I have to hit you with this, no one wins.
Please God, just let me clean it off. Nice. Yeah, you have their undivided attention.
Good.
Meanwhile, Kay, were you just like lurking in the shadows, or?
Yeah, pretty much.
Nice.
Kind of my thing.
That's it. That is your thing, being a lurk and all. So what do you do?
So I figure when they're like, oh God, arms up, away from their sides.
Yeah.
Is when I'm gonna just, carefully move in and snatch some shit.
Nice. Yeah, I think...
Actually, no. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to bump into someone else and pretend they pushed me into them.
Oh, nice.
And then pickpocket them.
Nice. Yeah, because I mean, Duskwall is a busy city, right? So yeah, like there's still people walking by and trying to take a wide berth from Sharky and his.
And whatever the fuck's going on.
Yeah, whatever the fuck is going on there. They're like, whoop, don't see that. It's not our problem. Yeah,
run away!
Like bumping into somebody else and doing it that way. It's risky, but your effect is great.
So I assume finesse.
Yeah, that sounds like what you are doing. It's finessing things out of one of their bags.
Wait, how do you get bonus die again?
You can spend 2 stress to push yourself, get an extra die, or you can take a devil's bargain, which will complicate things. I think of a devil's bargain. I think most of the situation like is kind of devil's bargaining, like because if you roll like a 4 or a 5, there's other people around, and there's 2 people with guns who are distracted now, but won't be forever. So
Pet is for everything. I'm gonna spend 2 stress.
Okay.
I just got rid of it and it feels weird. 1 extra die. Submit.
a 5, but you have a great effect. Okay, so you everything goes according to plan, right? You like, do you bump into somebody and then like accuse them of bumping into you as you bump into the Cypher and steal their thing? Like, how is that? How did that look in your head when you had decided that was what you were gonna?
Yeah, I wasn't gonna accuse them. I was just gonna be like, "Oh, sorry, man," and kind of like stumble towards them again, so people wouldn't notice that the guy didn't actually push me back, but then stumble back. So it doesn't matter what the guy does, but it still looks like pushed me.
Right. Okay. So yeah, and like that happens, and you manage to get your hand in
the cookie jar.
Yeah, the mail cookie jar.
Where I like to keep it.
But I see.
I mean, you set that one up.
I did. I totally set that up. So yeah, no, you get your hand in the satchel and manage to get the letter out. And as you kind of move away, that's when things kind of start going a little sideways, because there's that momentary distraction, like as you bump into them and steal it, and there's obviously other people like walking in the street, and thinking that they now have an opportunity from the confusion caused by the apparently unintentional bump. They see their chance to make a break for it. And like as you grab it, like these Cyphers just fucking like start shoving people out of the way and booking it, like somebody just goes tumbling like down on the ground, as this man and the woman like see their chance and are like, fuck this guy with crazy weapon on one side, we're running away. But they're not doing it with much finesse, and just like knock somebody down, like.
But I got all the Cyphers.
Yeah, well, you got the letter. Yeah.
The letter, yeah, okay. Yeah. I mean, sorry, yeah, letter.
It's these other 2 running through the street and yelling that they're being robbed. Not by you, but by a man threatening violence. Not robbed, mugged is the word that they use as they start booking it through the streets.
I think we're being mugged. I don't know.
Yeah, they don't know what's happening. Somebody just stepped out of the shadows with a fucking spiky green gooey cudgel. That wasn't how their day was planned. And you know that the Bluecoats will probably be like in the area fairly.
Oh man, gotta go.
Well, I'm going to, kind of stumble around, like I don't know what's going on, like I'm kind of drunk or something, and then just get into the crowd and prowl my way out.
Yeah.
Because we don't need those guys, right?
No, you got what you came for.
Okay. And like I just kind of eye them and give like the secret command for like Bat Cave.
Yep. I'm just starting a new 4 o'clock here.
Which is apparently this. I don't know.
It says Bluecoats arrive.
Tea time, Bat
Get
Cave.
the fuck out of here.
Yeah. What do you guys do now?
I should probably put my weapon away before I do
Actually,
anything.
Yeah. I
Might
think
give you
that's
away.
legit.
And I'm just going to mosey out of there like nothing happened.
You're just gonna try and blend in.
Yep.
Awesome. That sounds like. Let me ask. How do you do that? What's that look like?
I think so is this individual actions?
It's up to you guys. Like, do you guys want to do it as a team, or you can do it as individuals? The teamwork rules are options. They're not required.
I like to think that I'm just. Six Towers is not someplace we usually proselytize, right?
No, not. Wait, is it?
I don't. I don't.
I can't remember.
Isn't that where your guys' hunting grounds are?
Let me pull up our crew. The Daybreakers. I so love that
Sacred
they have
Sites.
their own sheet.
6 Towers.
Oh, it is Six Towers?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm totally just proselytizing. I'm just on the street and people are freaking out. I'm going to use Sway to. I would like to try and be like, no, I'm here. I'm just shocked. And what is happening?
What's
I didn't
going
see
on?
anything.
Whoa!
Oh.
Yeah, I think.
I'm so confused.
I don't know what's happening. Yeah, I think you were kind of like not out in the forefront before, like
No, I did
Sharky.
all my prep beforehand.
Yeah, Sharky and Kay were like taking the like lead as far as exposure went. So I think your situation is pretty controlled right now. And I'd say standard effect, like I'll happily offer you a devil's bargain though. You know those weeping lady people that don't like you?
No.
No, you don't know them at all?
Nope. I couldn't finger one in a crowd.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, no,
What? I could what? Just because I can't point one out. Just
yeah,
like
like one of them will just start like as you're proselytizing, like just get all up in your grill, because you guys have had those territorial spats.
I will happily take that devil's bargain.
Nice.
So that gives me a lot of dice. So what's my position here? I feel like this is...
Your position is
I feel like
controlled.
it's risky.
You think-
is it controlled? Because I would say, well, I guess that depends. So I could see both. I could see risky or controlled. I don't see desperate.
No, I don't see desperate here either.
I would say controlled because I'm playing calm in a crowd of panic.
Yeah. Well, and you hadn't previously really exposed yourself. That's
No,
where
I haven't done shit. I'd say standard effect. I don't think there's any great effect here.
No.
I do have one bonus die. Would anyone like to assist me? I don't think we need to because I have 4 dice.
Oh, you're sitting pretty.
Yeah, I gotta deal with my own problems.
Okay, I'll go. I'm really happy I had all those dice.
Yes.
Yes. Because I got a 6. Otherwise, I would have rolled dog shit.
Nice. Yeah. Like you're like whoop de doo, like slipping into the crowd, like passing out your shit, except for as you do. Holtz. Who was Holtz? Oh, was Holtz the old man that you guys had knocked out behind the weeping lady?
I do not remember.
I wasn't there.
I think it was. I'd have to go back and look at it, but I think it was.
No, there was someone I knocked out when I was trying to take heat off.
Yeah, no, you weren't there for that. It was
okay. It
was while you were otherwise occupied. The crew had slipped some body parts into the soup kitchen to make a charity look bad.
In our defense, they were being huge dicks.
They were kind of being dicks. Yeah. So it's you recognize him, Farshid, but he doesn't necessarily recognize you.
Oh, of course he doesn't.
Because it was Bat that was that was the one kicking him in the face to knock him out.
Yeah. Bat's not here right now.
Bat's not here right now, but he recognizes you like as somebody who's in their territory. So like as you slip off to like start dealing with or to kind of make yourself look innocuous, this older guy Holtz like comes up and takes your like one of the pamphlets that you have and looks at it and then looks at you and he's like, you're one of those assholes that that have been giving the weeping lady trouble, aren't you? And like he's just kind of not letting you leave. Like you're not you succeeded, so you're not suspicious.
But he has old man grip on me.
Yeah.
He's like grabbing like my coat.
Not just old man, but like indignant old man, right?
Oh no! Oh, he's pissed.
Yeah.
He is. You didn't take his coupon at the supermarket, you son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch.
You commie.
But it was expired. I don't care.
It's still a coupon.
Meanwhile, Sharky and Kay, how are you going to throw off this situation?
Well, first, obviously I got to get rid of my weapon, which I put back in my little weapon holder.
Right.
I'm going to have a talk with Farshid. I have a feeling it had something to do with its current state.
By the way, people are backing, like trying to kind of give you a wide berth.
Oh yeah, I need to disguise myself, so I take off my top hat, and so then I blend into the crowd.
Okay.
That's what I do.
Your effect sounds limited. You stick out.
What?
You know,
And-
I'm going to slyly, as I'm sneaking away, just drop a cloak in front of him.
Oh, nice. With an assist.
Yes.
Nice. So assisting costs a stress, but you can give him an extra die.
Okay.
I may need it.
So I guess I should probably find Shadow Cloak.
Oh, nice.
I don't want to do it.
That also increases your because it's fine.
Mhm.
It has increased potency, so it goes from limited effect to standard effect.
Don't fucking lose it.
Yeah, don't lose that shit. However, I think your situation is desperate, Sharky, because you stick out like a turd in a punch bowl.
I do. I took off my hat though.
You did take off your hat.
And you're still carrying it.
I'm sorry. So
Kind of like the cat that hides its head in a corner and
Mhm.
doesn't think you can see it because its head is hidden and can't see you.
That's right. That's right.
Object permanence, man.
So usually like slipping away unseen is usually handled with either finesse or prowl, depending on how you want to do it. Unless you have
Doesn't make a difference.
doesn't make a difference to you either way.
Nope.
How do you see yourself doing it? Like, are you leaping into the shadows, or sorry, don't.
So what I'm doing is, I saw Kay as I'm like holstering my weapon. Saw Kay kind of slip in front of me and drop a little, pile of cloth on the ground in front of me. Like, oh, this is probably important. Oh, okay. And so I, it kind of covers my shoulders, like down to my waist, maybe. Because I'm a big guy, and
Right.
I don't really understand how big I am sometimes, but so I put that on, and I see people, like, people nearby are backing away, but people further away, I guess, didn't see me specifically, so I kind of go for that crowd because they didn't see what I was doing, and I just try to blend in with them, just kind of like, okay, I'm going wherever you're going, friends, just like I belong with this group.
Okay.
Kind of like, yeah, Assassin's Creed, you just kind of like step in the middle and nobody can see you type thing,
Sway someone with charm, logic, deception, disguise, bluff. Yeah, this sounds like sway. I think I said finesse and meant sway.
Okay. Again, doesn't make a difference, but sure, sway.
Cool. And you have. So
this is
you have an
desperate.
extra die because yes, this is desperate. But your effect is standard, thanks to Kay dropping her fine cloak, and also you have an extra die because she assisted you.
So, one extra die?
Yep, one extra die.
Hmm.
You can do it.
Trying to see if I should push myself, or I don't know if I need all that stress. I mean, if someone finds me, I could just punch them, so it's really not that big of a deal. I'm trying to go along with the plan, but
That's right.
I'm flexible. So. All right, here we go.
I thought you had an extra die.
I did push extra die, but I don't have
Because you
anything.
had 0.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because,
got it.
because you went from rolling 2 dice and taking the lowest to rolling 1 die and taking the highest, which gives him a 50-50 chance. On a desperate roll. So I'll just tick 3 ticks on the blue coats arriving as you're like trying to make your way through the crowd. No, sorry, I just got a very sad text message about the 6-year-old having a terrible nightmare.
Oh.
Sorry, that was distracting. Yeah, so like as you're like trying to get this cloak on and slip through the crowd at the same time, the people that were in your general vicinity, like as you're moving away, are like, what? He's going over there. And like pointing towards towards where you are, and like Farshid, like kind of out of the corner of your eye, you can kind of see this commotion going on, and you can see like a group of blue coats kind of like trying to make their way like down the street and like looking up and over, like trying to look kind of up and around to see like where the commotion is coming from. And they're starting to shout like, move aside. Meanwhile, Kay.
Yeah.
On the plus side, Sharky got that nice bit of XP for that.
Desperate.
Sorry.
So desperate.
So desperate.
Yeah. Should have thought about that, but okay. Well,
Kay, what are you doing?
So I'm basically just blending into the crowd until I'm a shadow and getting the fuck out of Dodge. So I'm prowling my way out.
Yeah, I think I feel like Sharky may have taken a lot of the heat off of you.
You think?
I'm picking up on that too. Turns out.
Yeah. He giveth heat and he taketh it away.
Just because he punches the heat doesn't. You can't run from the heat once you punched it.
That's right.
You puppy now.
So like people, you are not the person that they're paying attention to currently. It sounds like your situation is pretty controlled.
Yeah. I don't like people paying attention to me much anyway.
That's right, unless you want that sweet XP. But yeah, like if you want to try and get away, you've got standard effect, but you're in a controlled situation. Sharky's in a less controlled situation.
I picked up on that, believe it or not. The Sharky's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Wait, what was the effect again?
Standard.
No.
5, huh?
That is what the base.
So, you do it, but there's a consequence. You suffer harm, reduced effect, or you end up in a desperate situation. What is the consequence here? There's only I guess the obvious thing is that I should probably tick that clock. Like you, okay. Actually, so as you're like as the as people are distracted and you're slipping unseen and unnoticed through the crowd, like nobody is paying any attention to you. You are in the clear and you are golden if you want to get out of there. As you kind of get like you see that point where you can like make it into the shadows and just be out of the scene at pretty much at your leisure.
Yeah.
And like right as you see it, right as you see that perfect escape point, you hear like the shrill, high-pitched whistle, like the alarm whistle as the bluecoats hone in on the loudest thing in the area. And like they have spotted Sharky.
I've got a cloak on.
you do have a cloak on, and it's a fine cloak. But they were kind of onto you. So you have a choice. Like
yes.
do you stick around and try and get him out of there, or do you take this golden opportunity to get out and you'll suffer no consequence?
Well, apparently I have demolition tools.
Well, yeah, of course you do.
So I'd imagine that might be some small explosives within that.
Sure.
So I think I'm going to throw one in a trash can, like a cherry bomb size type of thing.
Nice.
To set up to deter them from.
Okay.
Turkey.
Yeah, absolutely. You can do that. I think it would your effect would actually be pretty great. People aren't expecting explosions out of nowhere. But I think your position is risky because you don't really have a whole lot of time to plan for it. So it's kind of like one of those like last minute like, oh shit, I can do a thing right now. Yeah. So it's risky because this could go horribly wrong and blow up in your face. It's not quite desperate because like I don't think that this is like a super powerful explosive. At least not in my mind. You said like cherry bomb kind of thing.
Yeah. So more of a distraction type.
Yeah. No, absolutely. It's creating distractions and chaos like that is usually handled under rec.
That is not a pleasant sound.
But I mean, you have stress. I if you want a devil's bargain, I can give you one of those.
So it's not finesse because I'm doing it as I'm running.
You could do it with finesse, but it's gonna go from risky to desperate.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Because you don't have like you can slip it in, but you don't like doing that. You're gonna be sacrificing like proper setup. That's gonna move it up to desperate. Yeah, no, that's totally kosher.
So what's the difference between desperate and risky mechanics wise?
So the position basically the controlled, the least bad shit can happen to you.
Yeah.
Risky, standard amount of bad shit can happen to you. Desperate, real bad shit can happen to you.
Okay, get it.
Yeah.
Desperate? What was the effect again?
Oh yeah, no, the effect is great.
I want a bonus step.
Yeah, and you're welcome. I mean, I could offer you a devil's bargain.
What would the devil's bargain?
That in your haste, like it's gonna blow a little too early, and you're gonna take some harm. The downside is that's also like your biggest risk, which means that if you roll low, you could be taking extra harm. Which could be bad, but you also you can always resist. And I don't have your character sheet open right now, so I don't know how much stress you have to burn at this juncture.
4.
You have 4. So you've got some reserve there. Like,
I'm gonna spend 2 for the bonus die and just go for it.
Look at you go.
You got a 5. Yeah. So you what do you slip it into? Just like a garbage can, or?
Yeah, I was going to just like garbage can.
So
Nice.
you've become Oscar the Lurk.
Oscar the Lurk. Yeah. So like I said, it's with a 5. There's you do it, but there are consequences. In this case, like you light it and toss it in, and as you're trying to slip away, it goes off because you didn't take the devil's bargain. It doesn't do increased harm. It is going to do normally it says you suffer severe harm because this is desperate. It blows, and the garbage can that you have tossed it into just I don't know if freaking your guys' leech buddy just packed this thing full of extra powder because he's a nut, or what he did. But it was a bigger boom than you were expecting, and just fucking shrapnel. Just goes everywhere, and some of it is going to catch you. Severe harm is 3.
Woof.
But I believe you also you still have some load open, right? So you could take
load.
Yeah, because you went in light, right?
Oh yeah.
So your load was 3.
Yeah.
And I know you spent 1 for the cloak
and 1 for the bomb.
Yeah. Is the cloak in italics on your character sheet?
Yeah. It is.
Oh, it is. So that doesn't take load. That doesn't.
Oh, okay. Then I spent 1.
Yeah. Yeah. So you still have. So you have 2 left. You can. So if you want to reduce that harm, you could click. You could use armor. It takes 2 though. Or you can choose to attempt to resist it and take avoid the consequence or reduce the consequence and take some stress. Either way is fine.
I'm gonna go with armor.
Nice. So the armor, like hidden under your clothes, like
Yeah, so it's some like light leathers.
nice. It catches the worst of the blast.
Mhm.
There were some people who, like, they weren't super close to it, but they also weren't far off. That if, like, you see them just fucking just get blown by the explosion. Bam! Hits the ground. But you have successfully created an opportunity. In this case, both for Farshid and Sharky, as everybody goes, explosions.
Okay, so what does that mean for harm?
That you take no harm because
Oh,
you,
no harm.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, your armor sucks it up.
Okay.
But it only works once. That's the trick with armor.
Hopefully, I won't have to blow shit up this session twice.
Yeah. It does kind of send you sprawling because, like, while it doesn't harm you, like, it still blew up as you were walking away from it. So it was like, ugh! But now
do a roll.
But do a barrel roll. There are plenty of barrels rolling in here. But yeah, no. It certainly creates openings for both Farshid and Sharky to get the fuck out of their bad situations. Oh, Sharky's got a BRB. So while he's doing that, what's Farshid doing?
So I think that in this explosion, I really do not want to deal with this guy.
Right.
And so I feel like I might have some subterfuge supplies on me.
Okay.
As part of my kit. And so as the explosion goes off, I'm going to pull out a number of smoke bombs and throw one at my feet and two randomly out into the crowd and bolt, like, down, like establish my escape path, drop it, and bolt.
Nice.
Like, down an alley so that it's like, smoke bomb, and then run.
Nice. Sure. How do you see yourself? What were you thinking of using in that?
So I don't feel like it's prowling. I'm not. It's not sneaky. It's very, oh shit, like, it's very gut reaction. It's very instinctual.
Right.
I don't feel like it's skirmish because I'm not punching him. It's not wreck because I'm not breaking anything.
No.
Do you think it would be hunt, maybe? Because I'm trying to sneak away from, like I honestly don't know where this would go. Finesse or hunt is what I've come up with, but
probably finesse out of.
I submit to you on this.
I finesse sounds more reasonable, like partly because it's, being subtle about, like, where the smoke bombs are coming from. Like, otherwise, I would actually say, like, finesse or prowl, because prowl kind of covers every physical thing. Like, it's sneaking, it's also running and jumping and climbing shit. Like, it just kind of covers all of that. Prowl is a good go-to for non-violent actions. So really it depends on if you're trying to be subtle about throwing it. I'd go with finesse.
I'm being subtle. Like, all of a sudden, it's like it got whipped near us. It's definitely subtle.
Okay.
Like, very little of what Farshid does is overt and purposeful.
Right. Okay.
Like appearing. Like it is obviously. It's not like, oh, my life is a series of happy accidents. This isn't a sitcom. Yeah.
Right.
I'm a passenger in my own life.
Yeah. No. Sure. Finesse. I think it's risky, but I think your effect is probably great because there's already explosions, and it clearly wasn't you started the explosion.
But what if I want to make it desperate?
If you, I understand that, Freddie. If you want to make it desperate,
I really do not want to deal with this guy. I am not big on being alone, being confronted by an old man like holding me. I don't deal with this.
Nice. How could you desperate that up?
I wonder if I punch him as I'm running away.
Ooh.
Like if I'm that desperate, if I'm just like it wouldn't be break one of his fingers. It's not calculated. It's panic. And so it's like I try and open hand slap him across the face just to distract him.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'd say that's fucking desperate right there. Absolutely, because he's
so bad.
Because he'll probably try and grab you if that's the case. Be like, what the fuck? And
yeah, I just like, bam, smoke bomb, run. It's a lot going on, and it's very much not Farshid's scene. Like shit is exploding. Things have not gone according to plan. All I wanted was a letter, and now there's explosions.
Now there's explosions.
I wonder who we have to thank for that. All right, so I think I'm not gonna push myself because I want this to go awesome.
Right.
How is my effect? Is it standard? I feel like it's standard.
Yeah, I think standard.
I have no bonus dice. This is going to be awesome. A 2.
Good job.
Wow.
Worth every bit of the XP for slapping an old man and dropping a smoke bomb.
So, like, oh shit. So you go to like slap him and then drop the smoke bomb, right? And like I imagine that the way that these things work is that like there's a primer or a cord, like you pull it and it sets off like the fuse.
Yeah, like you pull
grenade,
it and then
right?
it takes an impact to detonate it to throw the smoke everywhere.
Yeah. So like you subtly pull it, and then like the idea is to slap him and then chuck it, so it's all like everything's real close together, but you can't tell what's going on. But at the last, like as you go to slap him, he's way quicker than you expected. And he grabs you, like he grabs your hand as he goes to slap you, and he's got you by the wrist. And you have in your other hand the smoke bomb. That there's a fuse and there is fire in that smoke bomb that will go off. And it is currently in your hand. If you drop it, like you could probably still use it as a distraction, but he's also gonna know that it's you.
Put it down his pants.
It's like Fallout. So just
straight into a cartoon.
Yeah. So
if
go ahead.
I was gonna say now you can resist any consequence you would like. You can always make the resistance roll.
Yeah, what's the consequences of resist?
So resistance basically like you kind of grit your teeth and force your way through to the outcome that you want, but you're going to take stress.
No, I think this is awesome. I love being embroiled in this shit. So I'm thinking that I have two options. One, I can just drop it and start to struggle with him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because this is going to quickly escalate to violence.
Or B, I can put it in his mouth.
Ooh. What do you do?
I want to put this to Matt and Haley. Which sounds better for the story?
Wait, to me?
To you two, yeah. Do I put it in his mouth or do I just drop it and start rolling around with this asshole?
Well, do you want to kill him?
Kill is a strong word. Give him the taste of every cigarette he'll want for the rest of his life. It's maybe a different interpretation.
Yeah. By the way, people are fucking panicking, right? Like,
yeah.
I didn't imagine this being like a crowded street, like you're in a market or someplace.
Mm-hmm.
But like, there's people walking around, and the cops are here, and everybody's distracted, but also explosions and smoke. So like, fucking people are like, you can see heads popping out of like upper floor windows. You're like, what the fuck is going on? And when things explode, you know that like there was a patrol of bluecoats that had come as a result of people calling for them.
Mm-hmm.
That response is probably going to increase at some point, right? Like,
yeah.
Like eventually this goes from oh man, there's a disturbance in 6 Towers to oh my god, there's a terrorist attack in 6 Towers.
I think I'm gonna drop it and just try and get away from him.
Okay.
Which I think feels like skirmish.
Yeah.
And you know what? I have no skill in skirmish.
You have no skill in skirmish. I would say
I have.
It's fun.
I'm picking up on that.
I am going to say that this is desperate. You do.
Oh, really? I love it.
Oh yeah. No, you have a standard effect. Like this is an old man, and he's probably not going to stand up to a beat, right?
Okay.
Like it's not like I'm not going to start a clock for this guy. He's just not.
I just want to get away from him.
But
I just really don't want to be found with the smoke clears in a chokehold from an octogenarian. What? People are just looking at you. What the fuck is wrong with you? You got choked out by a guy with a cane.
Old man. Yeah. No. I think desperate skirmish here sounds pretty.
All right.
Pretty legit.
Let's do it. The worst of the two. It's a two. Again. Turns out.
Oh my god.
Our speed block is run out.
So you drop it, right? And that was really loud.
That's the worst sound.
Yeah, you drop this smoke bomb, and it as it hits the ground, it goes off between the two of you. So just all of a sudden, the two of you are enveloped in smoke, and you try and fight them off. And the two of you are kind of tangled up at this point. And the smoke is distracting, so you can't really see what's going on. And then the next thing you know, the two of you are he's trying to grab as you're getting away. You both fall, and you just kind of everything's chaos, right? And then you just see this shadow come out of the smoke and just bam, pop you in the side of the face.
That's great.
It's as like it fucking rings your bell, man. That's we're desperate. You take severe harm.
Severe is how many?
Is 3.
Wow.
Now you can
Hell yeah, I'm resisting that.
resist that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can resist it. You're still going to take some harm, but it won't be severe. It'll be probably 2. You'll still like because it's at 3 you need somebody's assistance.
Yeah, I'll be fucked.
At 2, like shit hurts real bad, and I think you're down dice. But
you're down neg 1 die.
Yeah, but you can still function.
Okay, I'm gonna resist. So do I need to roll prowess
because
the
prowess? Yes.
Okay. I have no bonus dice. I got a 2.
You got 2, so you take 4 stress.
The only thing you're rolling tonight.
Wow, yeah, my freaking luck has run out. 2s. Just rolling straight 2s.
Sam does.
What dice game do I need to roll 2s? I should be playing.
It's not this one. Yeah. So you take 4 stress, but you like you do manage to get away. Like you can definitely feel like half of your face feels wet.
So I got kicked in the face.
No, he chucked something at you. Like you guys were wrestling around in the smoke, and he just like grabbed something and fucking like close range, like chucked a brick at your head.
Can he have hit me in the face with his cane?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna say I've been caned in the face.
Bam! Yeah.
Like he caught me right across like the occipital, like here, down onto the nose, and it cut me here, which is why it's bleeding.
Oh, it's just like soaking
everywhere.
into your
It's like it's in my tear duct, and I can't it's wet, and as I'm running, I'm like trying to get the fuck away, but it gets worse because the smoke is causing the blood to congeal, and it makes the inside of my eye stick shut. I'm like, ugh, fucking squid.
Nice.
I don't like it.
Nice. Sorry, Sharky, didn't mean to leave you out.
It's okay. I kind of walked away for a little bit, so.
Actually, quick thing.
Yeah.
Find Shadow is not in italics.
Is it not?
No. It's bold.
Not
italicized.
Sean?
Yeah.
Could I have had armor in that? To reduce that harm?
Yeah.
You know what? I think I did.
Did you? Nice.
I did. I think I had armor. I think I had something in my. I think I had some stuff in my cloak. I threw up on my face. I really don't. Does that reduce the harm by 1 or all?
Not the face.
I think it reduces all harm, but let me double check. That's what I did for Haley. So
I really don't want to be fucked that hard by getting kicked in the face.
It's all harm 1 time. Is that basically what it is?
I'm sorry to interrupt, Haley.
I think so.
So while Sean's looking that up, I'm just going to say the Dresden Files card game.
Oh, nice.
It looks pretty sweet.
It's fucking brutal. I sleeved all of it and got it all to fit in the box, even with all the expansions. And we've played 3 times, and I think we've won 1 time. It's fucking really hard. We've only played Stormfront too.
Huh. I need to get all the expansions. I did not get those in my thing.
Thomas is a beast. Carlos is a beast. Mouse is awesome. Mouse turns out, in a surprise to no one, is a good boy.
It's
Okay.
one of the cards.
So let's see. If you have a type of armor that applies to the situation, you can mark an armor box to reduce or avoid a consequence instead of rolling to resist. So it reduces it by one level.
So it's 1 harm.
Yeah.
How about I'm caned in the chest?
Sure.
The old man got like a haymaker cane. And he caught me with the tip. No, but like to the side. Like he came to the side and he got it out like a whip, and just the tip of it just caught me like right on a rib bone. And so it's just like it's just the tip, just for a second. And let me tell you, it doesn't feel good.
No, it doesn't.
But I had armor, so it drops it to a 1 harm.
You were wearing protection. That's good.
That's
It was. Yeah. God. Oh, that's so good.
Hey, don't let the old man get you again.
It's just the tip. Yeah.
Hey, kids.
Maturity. That's the name of my game. So Sharky.
Yeah.
The blue coats had
They're chasing me.
Yeah. They had been chasing you, right? In fact, they were just about on top of you when there was an explosion out of nowhere.
That's too bad.
You, I imagine you have your suspicions as to where that may have come from. But that prompted a great amount of fucking chaos. In Six Towers, there's some smoke going off. You think you heard Farshid shout something, but
My friend Farshid?
Yeah, but you can't see him now because there's clouds of smoke just like wafting across the street. Fucking people are running all over the goddamn place. The blue coats are like their attention has been diverted. What do you do?
I mean, it'd be really easy just to, go home.
Yeah,
right now.
I mean, you can certainly try and slip away unseen. You have plenty of cover, and you have that awfully nice shadow cloak. That
Here's the thing. Okay, so I'm going to here's an interior monologue of his decision-making process. I gotta go help my friends. Well, I suppose I'm big, and therefore that would make other people want to hit me, which means more people would show up, which would not help my friends. So perhaps I could help them by leaving. Or, I know, I could say, hey, over here. And that would help my friends, because then the blue coats would not go after them. They would come after me. But I would be too far ahead because I got my cloak. That's what I'm going to do. So I yell, hey, over here.
Hey, over here, and then bolt, or
And then I have my cloak on top of my head, and I just...
I'm imagining you doing like that dance.
Yeah.
Run away with a cloak on.
Under cover of night.
Yeah. This sounds like Prowl.
Does it?
It does.
I think it sounds like me yelling is what it does.
Well, I mean, yes. You.
Is this more of a sway?
Um,
I mean, to be quite honest, it doesn't make a difference to me.
well, I guess, like to be fairly clear, your companions, Sharky might not be able to exactly see like how bad things are right now, but they've gotten away, right? Like
I, the player, know they're fine, but Sharky
yes,
doesn't know
yeah.
that. So Sharky's basically trying to further confuse those darn blue coats by saying, "Hey, over here," and running away. And I don't even know if that does anything. I mean, that might just do nothing. Like maybe they don't even hear me over the sound of explosions.
Yeah. Like I think that sounds like the case, right? Like I mean, if you really want to get their attention, you could. It would be risky, but you do have like plenty of opportunity to get out. Like if you're not committed to that idea, they, their their attention is elsewhere.
I think I did a very good job just now, and I need to leave.
And you need to bolt. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I think of everybody, I think you have the most controlled situation right now. Like they were coming after you, and now
Sure didn't seem like it at the beginning, but
yeah.
There we go.
Actually, I think you might be risky, but you can get great effect because you still have potency from your cloak. The cloak is still there, right?
Right.
So that doesn't affect your like how wrong things could go if things go poorly, but it does mean that you have an advantage in how well you do if you succeed. That makes sense?
Sure.
Sneaking away sounds like Prowl. Actually, it pretty much any physical like GTFO is Prowl.
I think that makes sense. I'm gonna prowl. And what did you say was risky?
Yeah, we're risky.
Okay. Standard effect.
Great effect. Because you have
Great effect.
Yeah, that's what the cloak does. The fine tag increases potency.
I think I don't need any extra stress in my life, so I've done what I can.
Well said.
So there we go.
And you guys.
Jesus.
Said it was
we are so bad at this.
Do I have to carry this team?
Practically.
Okay. It's okay. I have alternative plans.
Yeah. So like you manage to like you break away from the.
I sneak into a group of blue cloaks. Is that what happens?
Not into them. You get away from the crowd, and your avenues for escape are limited. There would be just too many people to make it through and like too much chaos happening on one side, so you have to kind of go a different way. And sort of as you get to an intersection in the streets where the crowd has thinned out, you could make your escape. You remember how I said that eventually, like, thanks to explosions, the response from the bluecoats is going to increase? They haven't spotted you or anything like that, but like you like come up to the corner, and like right before you like actually go around, you see like a good size like a dozen dudes like fucking hoofing it down the street. And these like the guys that had come in response to thinking there was going to be a fight, were like patrolmen, right? These guys look like they're like geared up for a larger threat, potentially larger threat. Like they're sending in not SWAT, not the equivalent of SWAT. Like they're not loaded for bear, but they're like shit's exploding, like fucking scoundrels, right? But they haven't seen you, but they're going to be on the scene like imminently.
So they're essentially running toward me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically put you in a desperate situation.
I run the other way.
You're like, oh fuck. The other way is back in like kind of back the way you came. So you're between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to run, and hopefully they miss me as I go the other way, and maybe make it out the other direction.
I was going to say, if you want, you can treat this like a resistance roll, and like instead of having to, because we don't want to roll twice for prowl because your intent is the same. Like you can fuck and be like, no, I don't want to deal with this shit, and make a resistance roll. You'll take stress, probably.
Okay.
But
so, all right. So, tell me how to do resistance again.
So resistance. What prowl is under? Which
prowess?
Prowess. Yes.
So just roll prowess.
Yeah. And you take when you make resistance, you take 6 stress minus the highest die. And
okay.
And it rolls the number of dots that you have in that first vertical column.
Prowess. Okay. And I'm guessing, so there's going to be no bonus dice here.
Nope.
Okay.
Well, you can. That's only 2 stress. That's not bad.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Like.
Yay! It's not a 2.
Yeah. No. That will get you away. Like you can. You find a second way out, kind of at the last minute. Like as they. Like you find a spot to like duck into an alleyway, like as they fucking like hustle past you. Hence taking that stress. But as soon as they pass, you have you're clear. You're clear. Where do you guys rendezvous post operation?
Okay, so do we want to go back to my thing?
Oh yes.
The cloak wasn't italicized.
It's really fine. Like it's a mistake, and we'll.
It's fine.
It's fine. Like literally, it is.
Deal with it. Okay. It's just kind of. It seems like.
Yeah.
Like the italicized isn't very italicized.
Yeah. The fine lockpicks are in italics.
And then the silence potion and spirit bane are.
Right.
Yeah.
We can we can do a trade here and like, no, it's just something we'll remember for next time.
Okay.
It's not a big deal, I don't think. Certainly not going to break the game. Besides, you had spent a stress when you used it. I think that's punishment.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Nice. But you guys, the important thing is, despite everything, you got what you came for. You managed to get that four slice letter retrieved that you started out with half of it filled, and it didn't cost you that much, only some harm and a whole shit ton of stress. But you got a bunch of XP.
I swear to God, if it turns out to be a dick butt,
It's just, God damn it. Yeah. So where do you guys meet up? Do you meet back up at the lair, or do you have another?
I think
It's
the
a good
lair
place
makes
to meet.
sense.
It's pretty secretive. Nice
Yeah.
hidey hole.
I mean, I like layers.
It is literally a secret lair. It is hidden. Yeah. So like one by one, you guys kind of like take different routes like through the city, because you are, since your hideout is down here in Silkshore, and you guys were way the fuck up here in Six Towers, like you guys had to make your way all the way back through the goddamn city. And so, yeah, it took some time, and you had to go carefully because people panic when things blow up.
For some reason.
But you know, sometime later, the three of you make it back. Bat was already there. What took you guys so long?
Where the fuck did you go?
Yeah, just kind of shrugs at you, just like, what?
The fucking worst.
So should we handle payoff, and then you guys, because it's 9:30 my time.
Yeah, it's pretty late.
Yeah.
Which I know is late, getting late for you guys, so we can get payoff handled, and award XP, and then we can start off with your guys' downtime actions. Either tonight, if you're feeling up to it, or we can wait till next time. Either way, it's fine.
Okay.
So you guys always make a payoff from the score. Everybody earns 2 rep by default. The target of
reputation. So that goes, okay, so we get 2 rep.
Yep.
Okay.
And that goes on crew, right?
Yeah, I marked it.
Yep. And actually, you take +2 or +1 rep, because the Cyphers are higher tier crew than you.
Ooh, nice.
So you got 3 rep for that.
Okay.
This sounds like a 4-coin job to me.
Holy shit, that's a lot of coin.
It's only this. It goes 2, 4, 6, and 8. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
Wow. So we have to split that up amongst ourselves because
because you guys don't have a vault.
The vault is.
Yeah, because we have no vault.
Yep.
So do we want to go? Who wants to take the 2? I'll take 1.
I'll take just 1.
I'll take 1. Okay, Freddie, you get 2 because you were punchy.
2 coin.
2 coin.
I suppose.
Yeah, buddy.
You did not kill anybody, which is impressive.
I was working on it.
But
I was prepared.
that was a pretty loud and chaotic job. It didn't start that way, but it wound up that way. That's 4 heat.
Thanks, Freddy, for the fucking heat.
I didn't have the explosive devices.
Thanks, Haley, for the heat.
Hey, I
just
didn't
had a
pack
smelly
that
spiky
one. It was supposed to be a pop,
I have to have a talk with my supplier.
basically.
This
Yes.
is bullshit.
Oh, I love it.
Also,
All right.
at least I wasn't rolling a 2 every time.
All right, so that was fun.
So what's your current level of heat?
We're at 7. We're at 7
You're at
heat.
7 heat, huh?
Now we are.
Nice. Would somebody mind rolling 2 dice and keeping the lowest result? This is a fortune roll.
Someone else do it. Not fucking me. I've been rolling 2s all night. Don't bring it here.
You got it, Haley?
Rolling 2d6.
Yep.
Come on, Haley. Double 6s.
A 4 and a 3.
A 4
Yes,
and
okay.
a 3. And you keep the lowest result. Oh shit. So so it, kind of in the like in the interim time after the score went down.
Mm-hmm.
This is a thing that happens in the background. You remember, Farshid, how you had gotten that extra heat from dealing with your information broker?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking after,
I don't like it.
Like so off screen, if you will, like these 2 people that you had assaulted, intimidated, and then proceeded to rob, who then ran the fuck away.
Yeah.
They were charged, of course, with delivering these letters, Scurlock, one of which did, one of which did not, because the letter was not in their possession. Which, of course, means that they go around like, that's one of those, oh shit, that's like, we know what somebody was after, and they don't know what happened exactly, but they know that they were fucking robbed after the fact. So like it's going to come out later that what's your contact's name?
Salia.
Yeah. Fucking Salia, like, goes underground for a while as she's picked up and interrogated. Oh no. I'm sorry, not interrogated. fucking like when they go to her, she fucking flips on you.
Oh, son of a bitch. No, it wasn't me. I got intimidated by the scrawny little dude with yellow eyes. You lady.
Flipped, one of the PC's arrivals arranges for one of your contacts, patrons, clients, or a group of your customers to switch allegiances due to heat on you.
So is she now a negative for me?
Yeah. She fucking flips on your shit. Boom.
Now I gotta go beat on her.
Drops dime to the Cyphers. But that's a thing that happens in the background. Because I imagine that you're not going to want to spend a whole bunch of time between having stolen that and jumping on figuring out what the fuck is going on in your district. Because the weird shit doesn't stop.
Nope.
So yeah, there's that. Should we hand out XP and call it there, and then next week we'll come in and figure out if you guys want to spend some downtime or if you want to jump straight into the next score.
Sure.
Rid of those. Okay, so you guys should have XP for any desperate actions that you rolled.
Yep, I took that already.
And we will start with Haley for the remaining XP questions.
See, so I did do a desperate action.
Yeah. So and that one should go in whatever you rolled it at, or whatever category that was rolled.
What was that? Was that
finesse? It was finesse. So.
Okay, and then there was the address the challenge with stealth.
Yes, you absolutely did.
That was kind of the name of the game there.
That was. In fact, you did it more than once, so that's 2 XP.
That's right.
That can go anywhere, right?
Yeah, that can go to playbook or to one of the other categories.
I don't think anything came from my backgrounds or anything. Okay. Or my vice, so.
Okay. That's fine. Your prowess is just about dinged.
Yep.
Actually, I guess you've only got the one playbook XP. So yeah, your prowess is and resolve is on its way. Nice. Farshid.
So I feel like I dealt with the challenge with calculation with the fucking gross mace.
Yeah.
And I felt like I'm a little flimsy on this, but I was trying to defuse the situation with smoke bombs.
Oh,
it didn't go according to plan, but I tried.
You did try. I'll give you 2 for that.
So there's 2. I don't think I necessarily expressed my beliefs or heritage or drive or background because we haven't really established. I mean, we've established that the Arubians have kind of fucked up tactics.
Right.
But I don't feel like I did anything really sinister, like a bear trap with barbs or anything, which is terrible.
Yeah, you need to work on that.
Yeah, I need to be more awful.
Be more twisted.
Be more twisted. Mission accepted. So I'm going to take those 2 XP, but I'm going to take them to playbook. When I max out playbook advancement, do I get to select a new special ability?
Yes.
Or do you have to go one more, Dan?
No, I think it's when it's full. I will double check, but I am pretty sure that it is.
Okay. All right, I will need to ponder what I'm going to spend that level up on, but that is all of my XP.
Okay. And Sharky?
All right. I did one desperate action,
You did.
and so I have marked that XP.
Yeah.
And I also, yet again, addressed a challenge with violence or coercion.
Oh, yes, you did. Yes, you did.
So I feel like I'm going to mark XP again for that. I think that's about it for me, honestly. I just held up a mace, shook it in their face, about threw up, and ran away.
like you do.
Mhm.
Like you do.
All according to plan.
You know, it seems like every time Neil's not here, things go south.
it's really Neil's fault that
Mm-hmm.
Sounds about right.
things went poorly.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't. Well, it didn't go poorly. I mean, you succeeded. It just wasn't as easy as you thought it was going to be. And that's fine. That's how these things go sometimes. So, and then the Daybreakers themselves get XP. At the end of each session, for each item below marked 1 XP, or instead marked 2 XP if that item occurred multiple times. Did you advance the agenda of your deity or embody its precepts in action?
Our precepts are radiant and cruelty. I feel like we were pretty cruel.
I don't know. It didn't seem cruel because we weren't like specifically setting off explosions to hurt people.
Hey,
You're just-
one of the three of us tried to slap an old man in the face.
Well,
All right.
he started it.
In my defense, he started it.
I would say it's cruel. That's just
Very, very technically, that, you know, that explosion was radiant.
Wow.
That's a stretch.
Yep.
I
don't
feel
know,
pretty
like-
flimsy on the first one.
Yeah, but contend with challenges above your current station. I
2
would
and
say,
3.
Yes, absolutely.
I'd say 2 and 3. Also bolster our crew's reputation or develop a new one. We've decided for some reason to fuck with the Cyphers, much against our better judgment.
Yeah, your guys' rep is strange.
It is, isn't it?
Yes.
I had a smelly mace.
It was
Yeah.
attracted
Okay,
flies.
yeah, that was definitely weird. I'd give you 2 XP there for those 2 middle ones.
All right.
One for each.
So we level.
Yep.
Ding.
So what do we want to spend our XP on? Do we want to do the one where we each gain the additional vice worship, and we can use that to to not overindulge on our vice?
Yeah. Are you saying we don't want our god to physically manifest in this world?
I really don't want that. I do not want to be like, we're gonna manifest it. Oh shit, we incinerated a city block. I don't like it.
Let's see.
How about Bound in Darkness? That's kind of a cool one.
It's cool, but I don't know that it's that useful.
Okay, so here's a couple of things for you guys to know. Every time the crew advances, each PC gets +1 stash as a bonus payment.
Hey,
Oh.
I'm cool with that.
to represent profits generated by the crew as they've been operating.
Okay.
Okay.
When you fill your crew advancement tracker, clear the marks and take a new special ability, or mark 2 crew upgrade boxes. So you can either take 1 special ability, or you can mark 2 boxes in crew upgrades.
You get bugs, guys.
I really think. I wonder if we should wait to kind of look at veteran to see if there's another ability from another crew we might want.
That's what I was wondering.
Let's wait on that. Let's ponder for next week. But we have an upgrade. We have one to add.
Yeah. If you want, we can just like
Table it for.
Yeah.
Maybe make a note.
Get the
Yes.
last
I'm
2
making a note right now.
I just typed it in. Boom! Faster on the draw, son.
There it is. Upgrade.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's pretty much that. Yeah, and for players or for PCs, when you fill an XP track, clear all the marks and take an advance. You either get to pick a special ability or add an action dot, depending on what you do, just for the sake of it. Cool. So that's that.
Alrighty. It was fun.
Stabbing. She's stabbing stuff. What
Sorry, I can't get the last 2 gummy worms out. They're stuck to the bottom.
It looks like you're doing something else.
All right. Well, thank you guys for joining me again. This is I love this game.
Because it just keeps going sideways.
It does. This is everything that I love in role playing games. It really is. So yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this week, and we'll see. Assuming that we get enough of us together next week, we'll come back and see how all of this crazy shit shakes out.
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
All right.
All right.
Good
All right.
night then.
Bye. Good night.
Good night, everybody.
All right. Have a good night, all.